The election bugle has been sounded in the states. And once again, we are back with our special podcast series, Polls on My Pod. Starting April 9th, Assam, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and West Bengal go for assembly elections. Of the 4 states and 1 union territory of Puducherry, 3 have non-BJP opposition parties led governments. So, interesting contests over the next 4 weeks. My colleagues from ET Newsroom are now traveling across the states, and we are promising some interesting election explainers every week in Polls on My Pod. We begin with Kerala. It is Thursday, the 2nd of April. From the Economic Times, I'm your host Nidhi Sharma, and you're listening to the Morning Brief. The disclaimer right at the beginning. We are struggling to call the southern state by its new name, so you will see us shifting between Kerala and Kerala a lot during this podcast. A very interesting contest is unfolding here in Kerala. It is the only state in India which has a left-front government. Kerala has a long history of alternating between CPIM-led Left Democratic Front and Congress-led United Democratic Front, and conscientiously voting out the incumbent government. In 2016, CPIM-led LDF seized power and left stalwart Pinarayi Vijayan became the chief minister. But in 2021, LDF made electoral history in Kerala. It broke the pattern and did not allow Congress to come to power. And now it is on a hat trick. But what is even more interesting is that it is being led into elections by Pinarayi Vijayan, who is 80 years old. Does age matter? Kerala is known to have voted to power V.S. Achyutanandan at 83. My colleague C.L. Manoj sums up 2026 election in a very interesting manner.
It is in a way Pinarayi versus Pinarayi in this election. Yes, he is the senior most left leader now in Kerala. He is now 80. CPM had in between, adopted certain norms of fixing cap for the age cap as well as term caps for their party leaders in contesting election and all. But in the case of Pinarayi Vijayan, those norms were exempted by the central leadership even during the last election. Because last election, when he led the party to an unprecedented consecutive victory, he was already 75. He's a very experienced leader. He's politically, electorally very skillful man. But at the same time, when you run a government for 10 years, you are bound to accumulate a lot of incumbency issues. And as the face of the left, he will be the prime target of the UDF's criticism, UDF's counter campaign. Yes, so Pinarayi Vijayan, you can say, is at the center of the election, especially the left supporters rallying behind him and the entire opponents of the left gunning for him.
Manoj, what are the major factors that are turning the election here? Is there anything that is working for the left or against the left? There have been a few scandals relating to the incumbent ministers. So is that also turning the election?
Definitely, the Congress and the UDF are running a campaign saying Kerala needs a break from the left parties. And they said that after 10 years of rule, there is this government has now saturated. They haven't performed as much as they should have. They also try to make this recent scandal involving the gold theft from the Sabarimala temple a major issue. Then there is a problem regarding the organizational issues, or rather some very unusually the left finds some of its own party functionaries rebelling against the candidates, supporters. So the left's attempt to regain some ground and, maybe hold on to this election is more depending on their organizational strength and also by banking on their entrenched MLAs to kind of balance out the incumbency issues. How far that will succeed, one has to wait and see. Yes, the UDF is trying to return to power in Kerala by making it an election for change.
In 2021 Kerala Assembly elections, there was a small difference of about 0.26% in vote shares of LDF and UDF, but a difference of 58 seats. Several seats were lost by a very slim margin. This time, the Congress is not taking any chances.
For the Congress, they have the advantage of not tapping on to 10 years of incumbency issues. And at the same time, having lost their chance 5 years back, this is a do or die for the Congress and its UDF allies. Then they have to win this election at any cost.
What about the chief ministerial candidate? Is Congress planning to declare someone, or is there anyone around whom they have centered their entire election campaign?
No, Congress has tactically positioned this election by saying that they will fight under a collective leadership, and as the Congress norm, they will elect their chief minister after the election. The election campaign is centered around two or three leaders. That includes the leader of the opposition, B.D. Satishan, because Kerala had a tradition many times that the outgoing leader of the opposition ends up becoming the chief minister if the friend returns to power. Then there is Ramesh Chennithala, is a senior Congress leader. He had been a important leader, was the PCC president for almost a decade. He was the leader of the opposition in the previous assembly, now a member of the working committee. And there is also a feeling that Mr. K.C. Venugopal, the AICC General Secretary organization, will also be potential chief ministerial candidates.
But there is a new factor in this election: emergence of BJP, making it a triangular fight.
Clearly, BJP is a growing party in Kerala. In the 2024 Lok Sabha election, they scored the first victory, a first parliamentary seat from Thrissur. Popular film actor Suresh Gopi won the seat for BJP, and the Prime Minister promptly made him a Minister of State at the government. So that makes the Thrissur an area of BJP's prime importance. Their candidate happened to be Padmaja Venugopal, incidentally the daughter of late K. Karunakaran. She was a senior Congress leader. She fought as a Congress candidate and lost narrowly by 900 odd votes to the CPI. But she had differences with a section of the party here, and as a result, subsequently, she crossed over to the BJP. It's also a fact that a few months back, the municipal elections were held in Kerala, and Thrissur has an important municipal corporation where the BJP was pushed to the third place, which marks that both the Congress and the left were trying to fight back in Thrissur. It is in that backdrop this particular election is happening. Otherwise, the seats where the BJP may be fighting, maybe in Palakkad, then you have Manjeshwaram in Kasaragod district. Then you have in Trivandrum at least 3 assembly segments. Then there is Perur Karakutam in Thiruvananthapuram. BJP is also making an attempt to get a foothold in the central Kerala region, especially in the Christian belts. At the same time, BJP also find it sometimes a problem in dealing with this area because we often come across incidents in the north of certain rightist outfits, targeting the Christian missionaries in some northern states. Now we have a very important and a very contentious FCRA bill in Parliament, which is coming up for discussion and debate, which is a major issue in these belts because there is a feeling that the FCRA amendment bill is also probably will end up, restricting many of the, missionary works, charitable works of the church and all. But nevertheless, BJP is making certain important efforts in this region. They also have some, which is something unusual. They have some important Christian faces as the party candidates. So, in many constituencies, how many votes BJP candidate gets will in some areas become a tilting factor.
So, does BJP have its own cadre, or when you see the candidates, it's like they have taken disgruntled elements from other parties? And what exactly do you owe this fascination for BJP, which is emergent trend in Kerala? What do you attribute it to?
There are two, three factors which is deciding the BJP candidates in Kerala, and also at times the inflow into the BJP from other parties. One, traditionally, the Kerala politics has been stuck between the LDF and UDF. So the BJP trying to emerge as a third force, and especially the BJP after the Modi government came to office in 2014, putting a lot of political investment for the growth of BJP in the state, has provided for professional politicians an alternative platform. RSS always had a network in Kerala for a very long time, but transforming that into a political platform has been a task and also a mission for the party, which the emergence of BJP as a ruling party at the center has helped to some extent. That factor and the resourcefulness of the BJP also helps it to look for recruitments from other parties. Yeah, as I mentioned, Padmaja Venugopal, she's for the Chief Minister Karnagaran was a very big political brand in Kerala. People continue to remember him. So BJP considered that she was a big catch for the larger message in it. And if you remember, the same thing happened when the BJP admitted the son of another Congress veteran, A.K. Antony. So Kerala's two top Congress leaders of one time, Karnagaran and Antony, if you look at their family today, has members in the BJP, which the BJP tried to showcase before the electorate. Similarly, BJP has P.C. George. He was a leader from the Kerala Congress. Kerala Congress is a party in the central Kerala region, which is mostly a Christian belt. He had fallen out with both the UDF and left, and once he won his Punyar seat as an independent, which was unthinkable that you can defeat both UDF and left. But still, he did it in one election. But he lost last election. But subsequently joined the BJP, and he and his son are both the BJP candidates from Punyar and Pala, which are otherwise major centers of Christian politics. And BJP itself is experimenting. They have brought Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekharan by overlooking many of the leaders from Kerala as the party's state president. In 2024 election, he was brought as a Lok Sabha candidate from Thiruvananthapuram, and there was a very close fight. Finally, Shashi Tharoor won the seat for a record fourth time, but he just managed to scrape through with Chandrasekhar coming a close second. So BJP's central leadership decided to make him the state president, and he is now contesting from the Nemam constituency. So in a way, there are central leadership is encouraging, promoting its own cadre, party functionaries here. At the same time, they are also looking for very presentable recruits from the Congress and the left. So that's the twin strategy they have chosen for gaining strength in the state.
Keralam will vote on April 9th, and the results will be out on May 4th. A very interesting election right up ahead. This is all we have for you on Polls on My Pod. Next week, we will bring you an episode on Assam. This episode was sound designed by Amrit Reggie and produced by Anirban Chaudhary. If you like this episode, do spread the word. All new episodes of the Morning Brief podcast drop every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm your host, Nidhi Sharma, signing off. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned.